Today, we're buying one of the hottest AI altcoins out there with one of the safest platforms around, and the token we're talking about is BitTensor, and I want to give a big shout out to Uphold for making this video possible. We're going to be using Uphold to get this token. Now, BitTensor has had a huge pullback lately. This is an AI altcoin, and if you don't know what BitTensor does, it is marketed as a coin that AI agents are going to use to pay other AI agents. So this is what AIs will pay each other to complete tasks. Now, it is pulled back over $100 in less than a week. At the start of the month, it was above $600, and right now we're at $400 and some change. But Uphold is going to be one of the ways we're going to be transacting to try to get this hard to find altcoin. It's not on Coinbase, and you can't just go to Uniswap to buy this token. Now Uphold's great for three reasons, and the first reason is trust. We're going to let the CEO explain what that means.
In the crypto sector, trust is at an absolute premium.
Very true. We've seen exchanges like FTX collapse and Celsius walk away with all their customers' funds.
And Uphold does things differently. We never loan out customer money. We publish our assets and liabilities on a public website.
Now, you heard him there, folks. Trust is the number one reason. I definitely trust something that is FDIC insured. That means you can deposit up to $250,000, and you don't have to worry about an exchange collapse running away with your funds. We saw it with FTX. We saw it with Celsius. Customers are still fighting, trying to get that crypto that they lost years ago. But with FDIC insurance, you don't have to worry about that, folks. I do not want any of the Disco fam to lose their funds chasing yields with some risky platform. Now, I'm not talking about, if you want to put a little bit of your funds into a DeFi liquidity pool, go ahead. But if you're parking a large amount of stables or a large part of your balance, do not mess around with anything but FDIC insured, folks. The other thing they said is transparency. They're very transparent with their models and their reserves. And here you can see the assets and the obligations. It doesn't matter what coin it is. You can see obligations lower than the assets. They have more assets than what their customers actually require. So you don't have to worry about it. If all the degens start pulling out all their tokens immediately, they have more assets than what they need to require for their obligations. So they're not going to run out of tokens if everybody withdraws. Now, the second reason is just the sheer amount of tokens they have, which if you are an American, sometimes it's hard to get some of these altcoins.
We have a very extensive coverage of digital assets. We offer 250 today. 34 of those are only available on Uphold as a CeFi platform.
And so he actually said 250, but they have exceeded since that interview. It is above 300. And we saw how many trading pairs they had earlier. I mean, just look how many coins they had. I'm scrolling, and they still have more, folks. So over 300 tokens. So the sheer volume of different assets is a huge reason why I like Uphold as well. And then the third and final reason, which some might say is even more important than trust, is the prices, everybody. They have a unique way to make sure you get the cheapest price for your BitTensor or your Bitcoin or whatever you're trying to buy.
As we're connected to 26 underlying trading venues, which means we have access to 26 different order books. In plain English, what that means is, as a consumer, we offer you better price discovery because we shop the market for you.
So you heard him there. They shop the market for you. Are you ready for me to drop a dark secret about crypto on you? And then we're going to go ahead and buy that BitTensor, everyone. There are different prices for different exchanges. Not a lot of people know that. Now, this is Coinbase. This is Coinbase's price for Bitcoin. You can see right now trading at $692. Now we're going to look at Coinbase price, and then we're going to look at Binance price in a short succession here because the Bitcoin price is moving like a maniac. So 780, 781, but look what happens to the price right here when I click on Binance. 783 becomes 820. So there's actually different order books, and then they're using the best order book to get you the cheapest price. Now let's go ahead and buy some BitTensor. Okay, I'm using the wallet right here. I've deposited 100 ADA. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a strategy here with BitTensor. I might just DCA. I am very bullish on ADA. Don't take this as me being bearish on ADA, but I wanna kind of play around with some of these altcoins. I've actually traded out of some AI tokens on Cardano, turn it into Cardano, and I'm gonna turn this AI play into BitTensor. And so I'm flipping 100 ADA every day into TAO. And so let's go ahead and show you how to do that. Transact, you select your source. I'm gonna go ahead and use my crypto account. So I'm using the 100 ADA. You select the destination. We're gonna go ahead and type in TAO. BitTensor pops up, and we're just gonna go ahead and hit preview trade. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and type in the amount. I wanna go ahead and swap 100 ADA. I'm gonna do all of it. I'm not deploying a big ADA stack. I'm just gonna, maybe deposit 100 a day. Hit preview trade, hit the button, and boom, we're confirming. And just like that, we are now DCAing into TAO. And boom, just like that, I am now a TAO holder. I do want to talk about TAO price just for 1 second. Now, I'm buying TAO even though I do expect the pullback to continue, but I'm only about 75% sure that we're going to see TAO maybe test some of these levels around 350 bucks. So I put about 25% chance we just start printing some more green candles. And so I'm just going to use a DCA strategy to slowly increase my exposure to TAO. You know, like I said, trading out of Cardano AI plays into this type of AI play. And this green vertical line, if you're wondering what that is when Grayscale started their BitTensor Trust. So big institutional money is bullish on this token. So folks, if you don't have any TAO, now might be the time to start slowly laddering into it. And folks, if you don't have an Uphold account, you need to go ahead and remedy that. We're going to have a link down below. Once again, give them a big shout out for making this video possible. And I'm DZ, and I'll see you and your AI coins at the top.